run shit. West side, east side, south side, north side, stand up. This for the city.
Ex-King guy.
This for Atlanta, it's only one T and that shit, nigga tapping, we put you on grammar. Watch I hit it like Ronald Okoye with all of my chain when you put me on camera. Raising the standard, we going for banners, you know. We still next to blow like a camera. I feel like Ritter and in the city, my back to collapse, I'ma step up and scramble. Shot it too bad, I'ma pick her and roll. Call me Trey Young, how I get in my zone. Y'all think y'all lit, come and catch us at home. Drink if I get it, hold on, cause I'm taking it home, yeah. Put some respect on my city, we lit. Atlanta United, they loving my kicks. And Dion, we're here, we've been up ever since. From Bucket to Vinings and back to the bricks. We next to blow. Tune in and see how I ball, yeah. They wanna show. Turn on my city from summer to fall, yeah. Fuckin' we been as the bar. Fuckin' we been as the bar. Who got down, nigga? We got next. We got next, yeah.
Instead, they'll go inside. Patterson, who fumbled the last time he touched it. Cordero Patterson has a seam. Patterson splits it. Goodbye.
You are in the garden. You might as well take a bow.
Yo. We good? Talk to me. It's echoing? All right, we good. What is happening? We are back. We are back, baby, for another episode of the Next2Ball pod. What episode are we on? We're on episode like 2000 or something like that. Let me see. I'm about to tell you. I think this is episode 22, 23. Let me see. Episode 23. Let me make sure. That's wild. Man, we've been going for a minute, Will. We've been going for a minute. 23 weeks of this shit. Yeah, I had Clint last week, episode 23. Give it up for me, man. Episode 23 of the Next2Ball podcast, man. I appreciate y'all for tuning in for 23 weeks straight. That's goddamn, we half a year in. It's only, 56 in a year? 52 weeks in a year. And we 23, so we had 3 more weeks, nigga. We be half a year in, man. I appreciate all of y'all, man. So good morning to Atlanta. Good afternoon to Georgia. Good evening to the world, man. So much to talk about, so much, man. You know, it's crazy because, you know what I'm saying, I did the episode with Clint last week, and I was like, I don't really want to get into the free agency. You know what I'm saying? I want to let shit play out and just go from there. And soon, I mean, it's like the third time this done happened. As soon as I got off the air, the Falcons made their move for quarterback, man. And I woke up that morning. I think they made it on a Monday. Like, they made it as soon as free agency hit. And so I woke up that morning, I just had a bad feeling in my stomach. I was like, let me get up, because the Falcons, I feel like they about to fuck something up. And lo and behold, they did exactly what I told them not to do, which is get Kirk Cousins. But here we are. You know what I'm saying? It could be worse, Falcons. I will say this. It could be worse. We've definitely improved. I see the vision. We've made a couple other moves, but let's stick to this one right here. The Falcons, we have a competent quarterback now. We have a competent quarterback. You know, I don't want to talk about his. No, fuck that. I am going to talk about predictions, because a lot of people have been telling me, oh, you don't know football. If you ain't ready for Kirk Cousins, if you just don't know ball. Kirk Cousins is an elite quarterback. Elite where? I'm happy we got him. I will say this. He's better than Desmond Ridder. If you want to, I think I'm better than Desmond Ridder. But if you just want to take that to the bank, that's fine. But if we just keeping it a bean, we do have somebody who can get these players the ball. Yes. But Kirk Cousins' problem was never in the regular season. It just depends on, this is my only thing with the Falcons. It depends on what's our final goal. If our goal is to make it to the playoffs, then fine. We will probably, more than likely, Vegas has us minus 110 to win an NFC South. We are clearly the favorite of the NFC South to make the playoffs. But I do want to let y'all know, we've been the favorite in the NFC South for the last 2 years. So if we don't win this year, if we don't win the NFC South this year, total disappointment. But we are better. We are improving. We actually did a lot. The Kirk Cousins wasn't like the just big. It was groundbreaking for us, because this is the first time we've had a competent quarterback since Matt Ryan. it was other things we did around Kirk Cousins. We got Darnell Mooney from Chicago, Speed Demon. We got Rondell Moore. Shout out to the Falcons. The finesse of I know I had Young Ralph on here, the Jud King, but hey, Jud King may gotta go to Terry Fontenot. Whoever is over there GMing for the Falcons, whoever got Cardinals to give up Rondell Moore, who is a speed demon. I think he was a first or second round pick when he came into the league. We got rid of Desmond Ridder for Rondell. Finesse of the century. I don't know what they smoking over there in Arizona, but hurry up and get the deal done. Whatever we got to do. If the deal's not already done, finalize it. Desmond, take your physical and put on your Arizona jersey because nigga, that we can't win no bet. We thought we was gonna get back a Big Mac for you. We fucked around and got an actual NFL player back. That's insane. That's insane work that the Falcons did. So kudos to them. Even if Kirk Cousins, the only thing about Kirk Cousins that scares me, besides his playoff record, besides him being 1-3 in the playoffs, which is the same way Matt Ryan started off. Y'all remember how we used to talk about Matt Ryan? Besides that, he's 36. And he's coming off an Achilles, and so I've been listening to the reports all week, listening to the radio and all that good stuff, ESPN, they say it's not going to. First of all, let me just say this. Every NFL team is $1 billion organization, all right? So they making real investments. There's real money involved in this. So I will say, as far as the injury goes, I don't think that the Falcons or any organization in the league would take a chance on paying somebody $100 million guaranteed if they haven't done the proper medical background checks on this person. So that probably would be my lowest concern as far as Achilles. I'm sure we've had every doctor we could hire to look at this man's leg just to see if it's going to work in the regular season. They've assured us that he should be healthy by June, which is around the time of OTAs, and they say by training camp he should be good to go. So I'm hopeful on that. I'm hopeful. My bigger concern was Kirk Cousins in primetime games and in the playoffs. People seem to forget, Kirk Cousins' record or resume or I can't even think of the word I'm looking for. People tend to forget what Kirk Cousins was known for a good while. He's known for folding in primetime games. I don't know if people remember this, but anytime a game isn't on national TV, Kirk Cousins probably the best quarterback ever. He probably throw 400 yards, 4 touchdowns, run for 200 yards. Like he does all type of, I know he's not running for 200 yards, but I'm just saying, he does all type of insane shit when the game isn't televised. But when the game is televised, he is a fuck up, a known fuck up. And I don't know if people have forgotten this. Y'all are coming at me like, hey, you don't know football if you don't know Kirk. I do know Kirk. I know this nigga. Whenever his game is primetime, whenever he has the Sunday game of the week, he is a fuck up. He is a Justin Jefferson touchdown away, a Justin Jefferson catch on the 4th and 18. Y'all remember that game last year against the Bills? He's a immaculate catch away from being 0-6 in primetime games. So I just want people to remember that when we say we got Kirk Cousins and shit, that's why I said he was Matt Ryan 2.0. Matt Ryan's a great quarterback in the regular season when nobody gives a fuck, when the game don't matter, when we playing the Panthers or we playing the Bears or we playing the Cardinals. Matt Ryan go crazy. But when the games matter and we need this one, we weren't ever able to count on Matt Ryan. Y'all can't just tell me. I know he had the name Matty Ice, but when them clutch situations came, y'all knew it was going to be a fuck up somewhere coming. Like this was known information. And Kirk Cousins is the same way. I don't want to sound racist. I've been told that I've sounded racist on this show a lot of times. First, I'm sorry. It's not me. It's the white boys. These white boys get this hype that is just insane to me. Like, y'all just think these niggas is goddamn Behold the Pale Horse. Do y'all remember that book? Behold the Pale Horse. Nigga, these niggas, it's a conspiracy on how good these goddamn white boys get treated. Ain't no fucking way. Bro, I'm going to just tell you how crazy it is. And I understand money changes over years, so the salary cap may not have been the same with the Falcons as it was 2 years ago. We giving Kirk Cousins $180 million at 36. Nigga, Lamar Jackson only asked for $200. That was 2 years ago, and he was 25, 26 at the time. He only asked for $200. If we can find 180 to give to Kirk Cousins, who's 36, coming off an Achilles, why the fuck we couldn't find it for Lamar Black ass when he had both his legs? I know what it was. I mean, that's where y'all gonna say the racism come in. I know that's where it triggers it at. Y'all gonna be like, oh, it's a black-white thing. Y'all make it a black and white thing. The black and whiteness is get the best person available. Somebody here, for the people who watch my show, you know what I'm saying? I appreciate all my followers. You gonna tell me with a straight face that Kirk Cousins is better than Lamar Jackson? Who would you prefer? If you just had the chance to pick, if they both was free, who would you pick? You'd pick fucking Lamar. Now it's $20 million extra. Okay, but I'd pay $20 million extra for Lamar if it comes with a healthy leg and 10 less years on his body. Like, what are we talking about here? People keep telling me Kirk Cousins in this offense is going to be exciting. Kirk Cousins with Bijan Robinson. Kirk Cousins with Tyler Algier. Kirk Cousins with Drake London. Kirk Cousins with Kyle Pitts. Kirk Cousins with Rondale Moore. Kirk Cousins with Darnell Mooney. How the fuck exciting do you think it would have been with Lamar Jackson? That's my only thing about it, man. And that's no racism or nothing like that, man. It's just, I think, I have this theory that Vic fucked it up for us getting a black quarterback. Arthur's going to have to die for us to get a black quarterback here. I'm sorry, people. We may get a backup, but we won't get another starting black quarterback until Arthur kicks the bucket. And that's no racism. If it's racist, it's racist on Arthur's part. But luckily, Arthur is like Methuselah's age, so he's got to be on his last couple of laps around the sun. So look, we may be, and I don't know if that had anything to do with us getting a quarterback. I don't know if that had anything to do with us getting who a lot of fans wanted, and I'm gonna get to that in a second. Y'all already know who a lot of fans wanted, and I'm gonna get to that after I get to a couple picks down the road. But I don't know how much influence that has. I don't know how much of the Vic situation has on our situation on getting a quarterback. Because ever since then, we've had a lot of chances to get some colorbacks. I mean, I said colorbacks. Oh man, some quarterbacks of other ethnicities. A slip up. We've had a chance to get quarterbacks of other ethnicities, and we've always went for the safer route of Kirk Cousins. If you look at Kirk Cousins, like they talk about him, he be on Kohl's commercials and shit like that. Straight cut white boy, look like his name could be Steve. Like, you know what I'm saying? We go for the Steves and the Matthews and shit like that. We even with Des Ridder, like, yeah, I think they took a chance on him because, you know what I'm saying? First of all, I don't know who the fuck took a chance on Desmond Ritter. After seeing it, I tried to give people the benefit of the doubt. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they saw something we didn't see. Whoever did that should be fired. And if that was Arthur Smith's decision, I don't know how he got another coaching job in the league. But it's neither here nor there, man. I'm happy for the moves my Falcons are making. Now, the only thing we got to worry about now is what we're going to do in the draft. And going by how many people we picked up, on the offensive end, especially the wide receiver weapons, we picked up a tight end. What's his name? Warner or something like that. I can't think of his name. But he's a blocking tight end. But anyway, all the weapons we picked up on the offensive end is leaning towards us getting a defensive player in the first round. And I'm excited about that because that's something we haven't did for at least the last 4 or 5 years. I don't know the last time we picked a first round defensive player. I know last year we picked Bijan. The year before that we picked Drake. The year before that we picked Kyle Pitts. Like, we've been going specialty players. It's that time. You don't find edge rushers and linebackers, not game changing linebackers and edge rushers. You don't find them in the third and fourth round. You got to go on and get one. Your Will Andersons, your Micah Parsons, your Jalen Ramseys. These guys aren't found in the later rounds. These guys are found early because teams know their value. Your Jalen Carters, you know what I'm saying, your Nolan Smiths, all those people are found early. So I'm leaning, I don't want to make predictions because clearly I've been wrong all summer. But all winter, I mean. But I don't want to make predictions. I can only hope that we go get an edge rusher or a linebacker, or at this point, even a defensive back. Matter of fact, I do remember the last defensive player we took in the first round. We took AJ, number 16, AJ Terrell. We took him number 16. That was, like 5 years ago. I don't know if I would. We got a lot of pieces that we still need to fix on that defensive end. I don't know if Bud Dupree's coming back. You still got to come on the show, nigga. I don't know if Calais Campbell's coming back, even if he does come back, he's 38, 39. So we'll need somebody, you know what I'm saying, on the other side of him, adjacent of him, to, you know what I'm saying, fill that slot on that defensive line. We got to secure that defensive line. We got to get to the quarterback. Last year, I think we had 40 sacks, and that's I don't know if you watch my podcast. So in the beginning, week two of the podcast, I said the Falcons needed about 30 to 35 sacks because we've been on the average. We got the year before this one we had 16 sacks, and previous year before that we had 17. So us having 40 sacks this previous season is doubling what we had the last two seasons combined. That's great. And if you notice, I mean, it's damn near. It's not you can't miss it. The impact it had on our defense. We're a totally different defense when you can rush the quarterback. So that's what I would prefer. I feel like we can make shit happen in our backfield. I mean, in our defensive backs. I like our secondary. I think we're going to improve dramatically. DeMarco Hellams, he had a great rookie year. I'm glad to see where he's going to come in his second year. Clark Phillips, same thing. We still got some holes though. I don't know what we're going to do with D. Alford. Don't know what we're going to do with Richie Grant. But we have a solid base with Jesse Bates and AJ Terrell. If you saw, we let go of Jeff Okuda. I don't know where he went, but it don't matter because he's not here no more. But so we still looking for somebody on the opposite side of AJ Terrell. But all in all, I am happy. Don't take it as I'm being negative about the Falcons or being negative about the QB play. I do know that Kirk Cousins is a competent quarterback and can lead us to the playoffs. As far as Super Bowl, he's never led himself there, so I don't have faith in that. But you got to go through it to get to it. So I mean, everybody's first Super Bowl is their first Super Bowl. So until you just got to get there. You know what I'm saying? Before Brady won, he hadn't won, if that makes sense. So you got to get there. But that's not the only thing that's going to happen in the league. A lot of trades have went down in the league. We're not the only team that's got better. I know who got worse. The Cardinals got worse because they got Desmond Ridder. Hey, but shout out to Desmond Ridder, though. Shout out to Desmond Ridder. I do got to shout him out, though. Because that nigga said, Desmond Ridder on draft, when we drafted him third round, he did say, I'm not leaving Atlanta. I mean, I'm going to make sure I get Atlanta a championship, a Super Bowl. And I just want to say, he wasn't all the way a liar. He was so sorry that we went and got a way better quarterback. So without him being that sorry, we'd still be in the same spot. So technically the nigga didn't lie. If we win a Super Bowl this year, it's slick because of Desmond Ridder being so ass. Like, Desmond Ridder, you were so ass, you got us a better coach. You got us a better GM. You got us a better quarterback. You got us two better wideouts. Like, nigga, that's how sorry you were. They said, we got to change everything. So, you slick didn't lie. Like, you right. You did. You made us better. By making some addition by subtraction, if you've ever heard of that. Addition by subtraction. That's what happened with Desmond Ridder. So I wish the nigga all the best. I know I'm gonna see him again because Amazon's hiring. So I know the nigga gonna be around Atlanta at some point. Like taxes too high in Arizona. He gonna be back this way. Damn, that nigga was sorry. I defended that nigga. I was calling myself a Desbian. I was dead ass wrong. I was calling myself a Desbian and shit. I kept saying like the nigga, he can't be that bad. He can't be that bad. The nigga was that bad. Nigga was that bad. A lot going on, man. I do, before I get off of Atlanta, though, I do want to say this is a big year for me with Kyle Pitts. He's been called the unicorn since since we drafted him at number 4. And I excuse him for 1 year. I excuse him for 2 years. The first year he came in, his rookie year, he broke the record for most receiving yards by a tight end. The second year he got injured, so I don't hold that against him. The third year he had Marcus Mariota. How can you hold that against anybody? No. The second year he had Marcus Mariota and got injured. Marcus Mariota threw it across the middle and hyperextended Kyle Pitts' knee. So I don't hold that against him. The third year, which was last year, he had Desmond Ridder. Can't hold that against a nigga either. But this is a prove-it year for me. Y'all say we got a gunslinger in Kirk Cousins, and y'all say Kyle Pitts has never had a competent quarterback besides Matt Ryan. It's the year to show me, my nigga. I need to see it. Otherwise, nigga, Kyle Pitts is teetering as far as If he had got drafted in the second round and was having this kind of production, wouldn't nobody say shit. But the fact that I won't say wasted, but the fact that we chose to take a fourth overall pick on you, you're teetering being a bust. And I don't want you to be a bust because we need you to not be a bust. When they draft, you don't draft players in the top 5 and expect them to just be role players, especially not in the NFL. Picks are valuable. Picks are way more valuable than they are in the NBA. They come and for us to use that fourth overall on a tight end, we were expecting some Travis Kelce, Rob Gronkowski type shit, and I haven't seen it yet. Hopefully this is the year I do see it, but man, you got a lot riding on it. So I'm hopeful for my Falcons though. But anything less than let me set an expectation now. I don't want to put Super Bowl on us because I know how hard it is for a quarterback to come in and win in his first year. I know I saw Tom Brady do it with Tampa Bay. I know I saw Matt Stafford do it with the Rams. I don't think we're in that spot yet. The Rams had a lot more pieces than we have. When they bought over Matt Stafford, they had Aaron Donald, Jalen Ramsey. Like, they put a lot of shit in Cooper Kupp. They put a lot of shit in place. They had they weren't stars, but they had 2 legit running backs, Dante Hightower and was it Dante Hightower? Am I tripping? I may be saying his name. And they had I know they had Cam Akers for shit show, but they had a lot of pieces on the defense. They had Leonard Floyd. They had a lot of pieces to make a run. I don't know if we're at that point yet, but we're not too far away. And luckily, we still, the way these folks are doing the contracts and shit, we still got a lot of space left to pick up somebody else. And I don't really, you know what I'm saying? People are worried talking about they gave Kirk Cousins $180 million or $100 million. I don't really give a fuck what they gave him. Pay these niggas. I'm never worried about a player getting their money. Because one thing I know for sure, nigga, the owners got it. The owners got it. So don't talk to me about, nigga, this nigga costs so much. Who gives a fuck how much they cost? If you Google right now, top 20 richest people in the world, Arthur Blank is on the list. So don't tell me he ain't got the money. That Arthur Blank could buy another team if he wanted to. Like, what are we talking about here? Don't feel sorry for these owners because they going into luxury tax and shit. They don't give a fuck. These niggas got money. Home Depot ain't been bad yet. Every year that the Falcons missed the playoffs, Home Depot never stopped selling wood. Lowe's can't catch up to these niggas. No matter how much Lowe's keep dropping the price on paint. They still can't catch Home Depot. You feel what I'm saying? Don't feel bad for these niggas. These niggas got money. They got money. They got money. They got money to spend, bro. Don't do that for them. Don't do that for them. This man is number 12 on the list. He has like $20 billion. He has like $20 billion. Just take one of those billions and pay the best players in the league for once. That's all I ask. But on to the rest of the league, man. I'm getting excited. There's been talk. First of all, let me get to these other teams. Who else won in free agency? I would say the Ravens won. The Ravens picked up. They got to get another wide receiver, but the Ravens got Derrick Henry, and that's a lot. Nigga, you got 2 of the best running backs in the league. You arguably have 2 of the best running backs ever. With y'all like, who else is the other running back besides Derrick Henry? Lamar fucking Jackson. He's a running back that just passes the ball sometimes. Still a great NFL player. Don't get me wrong. Deserving of all his MVPs, deserving of all the money he gets and everything like that. But they got 2 of the best running backs in the league. They got better. The Eagles, I don't know where the fuck they keep finding this money from. They got better again. They got Saquon Barkley. And it's so crazy. I don't know if y'all saw this. So Saquon, and I know teams don't like when teams go to the teams in their division or in their conference. So Saquon was on the Giants, and they're one of their rivalries. You know, their rivalries are the Cowboys, the Eagles, and the Commanders. And so Saquon went across town to the Eagles, and Tiki Barber was like, yeah, you know, no loyalty. You can't show your face in New York. Like talking shit about Saquon Barkley. And if I was Saquon Barkley, I'd be like, nigga, fuck you and that team. Nigga, y'all just franchise tag this nigga last. Y'all didn't want to pay him. How are you mad at a nigga leaving somebody who doesn't want to pay him? Like, it doesn't make sense. The ties they try to make these young NFL players have to these teams when the teams don't give them the same amount of respect back is baffling to me. It's baffling. Like, they weren't trying to pay Saquon. They didn't give a fuck if Saquon broke his ankle or not. Like, if Saquon got hurt last year, like a career-ending injury, he wouldn't be still getting paid from the Giants. They didn't give a fuck. Nigga, Saquon was one of the best running backs in the league, and they didn't take a chance and say, we want to pay this man. New York Giants actually did Saquon Barkley so bad, they fucked up the market for all the rest of the running backs in the league. That's how bad they did him. So, Saquon, I'm happy for you, and I hope you get 150 yards every fucking time you play the Giants. You play them twice this year, I hope you whoop their ass, and I hope you do a Philly shuffle on them niggas every fucking time. Talking about fuck you, you ain't no real nigga, you ain't loyal. Loyal to who? Loyal to, for what? You know how idiotic you gotta be to be loyal to some niggas that's not gonna pay you? That's like nigga, y'all, that's to y'all 9 to 5 niggas. Y'all be loyal to these jobs and shit. Don't want to take off work. The company needs you. Nigga, if you die, nigga, they will not close shop. Them folks gonna keep working. All that, man, get your fucking money, dog. Saquon Barkley like 27. He don't have a lot of years left at this running back shit. You better get it while you can, bro. These folks don't give a fuck about you. That's that whitewash mentality. Then they gonna say I'm racist again. I'm gonna be like, I'm white. They whitewash you. You're like, man, fuck that. Get your paper, dog. Get your paper. That's all. Everybody, you know what I'm saying? And I hear a lot of people come in and talk about, hey, the main thing these players want to do is win. No. When these players first started noticing that they had a chance to go pro, the main thing they wanted to do was change their family's lifestyle. They wanted to change. So I'm not never mad at those. Some of these niggas never gonna win a championship. Most of these niggas never gonna win a championship. But the goal ain't to win the goal is once you get your money, then you start going to look for a championship. But the first objective should be come in here and be a good player so I can get paid and have some financial stability, hopefully for me and the next generation, but at least for the people that's living with me right now. That's the goal. Then after you secure that bag, then you start worrying about championships. Quick example, Bradley Beal been catching checks up with the Wizards since 2009. Now that he in his 13th year, now the nigga like, you know what? I can chill. Let me go try to get a championship. Nigga done caught $3 $200 million checks. You think he give a fuck that he ain't about to get a ring? Do you think his mama give a fuck? Do you think his little kids give a fuck? I don't think nobody with the last name Bill gives a fuck that Bradley Beal may not ever win a ring. You know why? Because he's sitting on 500 M's. That suffices. Carmelo Anthony never got a ring. One of the richest niggas to ever touch a basketball. Think he gives a fuck? Think Cayenne gives a fuck that his daddy never got a ring? Niggas don't give a fuck about that shit, man. Get your paper, dog. You don't let these niggas play you like that. Chris Paul, you think, now Chris Paul probably does care, but at the same time, nigga, the trade-off is amazing. Like, nigga, he'll never get a ring. He's never going to get a ring. This may be Chris Paul's last year. I keep telling people this may be his last year. It should be his last year. It should be. I hate that for Chris Paul. But I'm going to get to basketball in a second. That was just a quick riff. What other teams got better this offseason, man? Rolling right now. Calvin Ridley, he went to Tennessee Titans. They want to see what they got at Will Levis. I'm not mad at that. It's not a problem for me. Now they got 2 legit number 1 wide receivers. They still got DeAndre Hopkins and they got Calvin Ridley. And I don't know who the fuck they running back. I do know they running back. They got Pollard. They got Tony Pollard from Dallas. So now they got 3 legit weapons. I like that for Tennessee. I do like that. That is an improvement. Who else? The Pittsburgh. Shout out to Pittsburgh, man. Shout out to Pittsburgh. Mike Tomlin went and got him a nigga quarterback. He's been waiting on this day. If you seen how he dapped up goddamn Russell Wilson when he walked in that conference room, like he put his hips in it. Like he put it. You ever seen a nigga? You know a nigga miss you when he put that, or he really excited to see you when he put that hip in the dap. Like he did. He got low with it. Like my nigga. That's what he wanted to say, but he said my boy. Yeah. He lined the dap up like get low. Like they did a double dap. And then they did the backpack where they tap backs like they hug it. They did it sideways like yeah, my nigga. What's up, blood? Like, yeah, so I'm happy for Mike Tomlin. I do want to see what Russell Wilson does over there. And it's funny because they had Kenny Pickett, and Kenny Pickett was the quarterback for the Pittsburgh last year, and he actually found out that that they signed Russell Wilson on IG. He found out on Instagram. So when he finds out that because clearly his job is he's backup when Russell Wilson gets there. So he called Mike Tomlin like, hey, was y'all not gonna tell me that y'all signed you know what I'm saying, Russell Wilson? That's just kind of disrespect. Just, you know what I'm saying? That's just not the way football works. You at least give me a heads up that y'all about to take my position. That nigga Mike Tomlin said, shit, if you don't like it, you can leave. So 45 minutes later, Kenny Pickett was traded to the Philadelphia Eagles. They didn't even go out the state. They was like, who is the closest team we can get this nigga to? It's good? We good over there? Okay, cool. Just making sure. So Kenny Pickett is on the Eagles. That's not helping them. But it's good times in football. Free agency was a motherfucker like we've been waiting on. It was a rampage, and the crazy part is it's still not done. One of the people I do feel bad for, and I don't know, y'all can tell me this, and of course y'all gonna be like saying I'm trying to make it a black and white thing again, but I'm really not. I'm really asking. I'm really from the bottom of my heart. Is Justin Fields being blackballed? I do want to know that because before free agency started, it seemed like he had a lot of potential trade offers. He was worth a lot, at least the first round or a second round. And now this nigga can't get traded for a box of peanuts. And I don't know if it started, you know what I'm saying, with him, the video he made saying he's coming back home to Atlanta. First of all, I don't even know if that video was in context. We don't know what the fuck he was talking about. I don't know if it started with him leaving Georgia, going to Ohio State. But you got to realize they wasn't about to play a black quarterback. So, I mean, who's more racist in that situation? Justin Fields for leaving a school that wasn't going to play him, or Georgia for not playing a black quarterback and having slaves build your goddamn school? That's neither here nor there, though. But and on a serious tip, it is teams out here that could use a quarterback. The Patriots could use a quarterback. It's still teams out here that are missing that position. And Justin Fields has not been traded or anything. And I don't think he'll stay. Because one thing I can't see Chicago trying to do is have a quarterback battle. I don't see them trying to draft a quarterback as in a draft of Caleb Williams and still have Justin Fields on the roster. You wouldn't do that to a number one. If you draft somebody at number one overall, it shouldn't be no debate on whether they start or not. You don't want them coming in like that. So I don't know what's going to happen to Justin Fields. I do feel bad because I know as the days go by, his stock is getting lower and lower. So he's gonna be in a messed up situation. And I just want to know, on y'all opinion, do y'all think it's a blackball situation or do y'all think it's an actual talent situation? Now, if y'all say it's talent, then I gotta go with that. If y'all say he's just not good enough to be a starting quarterback in the NFL, I gotta go with that. But at the same time, you know what I'm saying, I did see flashes. You gotta remember, I was at the Chicago game when they beat the Falcons in Chicago. Now, I know, granted, a lot of niggas look good versus the Falcons. But Justin Fields has had flashes. And, you know, I honestly feel like he got fucked over. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, he didn't. Of course he's going to get traded. But the Bears just got Keenan Williams and they got DeAndre Swift. They didn't give him these opportunities. They didn't give him these weapons. Like, I don't know if he got a fair chance in Chicago. From the play calling to the weapons that he had around him, I just don't know if he had a fair shot. And so I do feel for the brother, and I hope it does work out. But I would love to hear from y'all in the comments. Do y'all think it's a blackball situation, or do y'all think it's strictly a talent situation? Let me know in the comments, man. But I got to get to my man Will's favorite sport, that old hoop, that old b-ball. Can't talk about the Hawks look good last night, though. Hey, we had 3 niggas score 20. I would say DeJounte Murray is so fucking comfortable when he can have the ball in his hands the whole game. He's just a different player, which is why we keep stressing on this show that him and Trae Young can't work. One of them is gone. I fear that Trae Young has played his last game as a Hawk. I feel that. And I'm okay with that on both sides. If y'all want to build around DeJounte, I don't want to build around DeJounte, but it's tough. I don't know where we are. I don't know where we are in the world. I don't know what is our plan, Hawks? Like, we have good talent. From what I've been seeing, and you know, sometimes, and I won't say this is one of the slights that the country has on Trey. People don't get to be themselves because Trey holds the ball so much and is so ball dominant. But and I will say with Trey out, I have seen a lot in other players. Like DeAndre Hunter is playing some of his best ball of his career since he's come back from injury. He's averaging like 22 points, 5 rebounds. You know what I'm saying? He's playing good defense. Jalen Johnson's always going to do what Jalen Johnson's going to do. But people not even people, because the rest of the team is sorry. But those two in particular are getting to spread their wings. And I do like that. Jalen Johnson and DeAndre Hunter are what we thought Cam Reddish and DeAndre Hunter were going to be. And I saw that last night. Granted, we did play a sorry team. We played Utah, and we actually lost last night. But it looked good. DeAndre Hunter had 27. Jalen Johnson had 21. Are you doing that on purpose? Oh shit! You are doing that on purpose? Yeah, but I didn't know it was on the camera. Oh yeah. This nigga crazy. And DeJounte Murray had 33. Like, once you get 2 20-point scores and a 30-point score, you should win that game. I don't know how we lost, honestly. Matter of fact, I'll keep talking like we're doing good. We just lost to Portland, too. Well, we just lost to Portland on the buzzer beater. Well, I don't know, could have been buzzer beater. But we are lacking, though. People are hurt. It's hard for us to. One of the problems we are having is Clint Capella is. His time is dwindling down. It's almost that. And I'm not saying it's time for Clint Capella to get out the league, but it is time for Clint Capella to start taking a backup role. He can't be out here giving 35, 40 minutes a night. It's killing him. And the backup is Bruno Fernando, who's my height. I don't know how the fuck he made it. I don't know how he playing center in the NBA. Like, what the fuck, Chuck? We gotta get OO back. I don't know. I mean, at this point, niggas might as well just stay out. Let's just get healthy. Let's just go into the offseason and just focus on what we're going to do next season, because this season's definitely a wash. Even if we do we'll probably go to the play-in as a 10th seed. And if we get past that, then we'll get Boston the first round again and go home. Like, it's no real point in that. There's no real point. What does that do for us? Yeah, I'm saying, I know y'all just want to sell tickets. We out of that right now. We trying to win, or let's go Detroit route. Let's just tank it out. Man. So pray for my Hawks. They are the worst franchise in Atlanta right now, by far. Worse than the hockey team, worse than the Falcons, worse than the Braves, worse than Welcome All, worse than Sandtown, worse than Riverdale. They are by far the worst franchise. They worse than Westlake. They worse than Mays. They worse than Doug. They are the worst franchise in Atlanta right now. So pray. They need new ownership. Really, they need new ownership. Landry Fields, you're doing a shitty job. Landry Fields, you're running this team like the roster moves you're making. You're doing it just like you played when you played for the Knicks. Just okay enough to stay in the league. Not good, not bad, average. Yeah, you shitty. I'm sick of my Hawks. All right. What else did I want to get into before I got up out of here, man? Oh, I left this out. It's going to be a short episode. How long? What, like 35, 40? Yeah, 30. We cool. We rolling. All right, I'm doing a short one today. It's because I came here. I just had to get off the get everything off my chest about this free agency. Shout out to Aaron Donald. He retired, 10-year career. People got him as top 2, top 3 all time. Best defensive player. That's tough for me. Ooh, that's tough. And one thing I don't do, I don't dwell on players who I didn't see play. So I can't really tell you that Lawrence Taylor is better than Aaron Donald, things of that nature. That was before my time. In my lifetime, is Aaron Donald the best defensive player I've ever seen? That's tough. Because me personally, I'd take Warren Sapp over Aaron Donald. That's me. I know there's going to be some confusion over that, but that's just me. Would I take Would I take Strahan over Aaron Donald? Michael Strahan? That's tough. That's tough. Darrell Reeves, I've seen him cover the whole side of one field. Like Reeves Island was a real thing, and I know it's hard. I know it's hard to put defensive backs in that category when they It's hard to put defensive backs in that category of best defensive player ever, because usually you want the best defensive player ever to change the whole game, and it's hard to change a game from being a defensive back. Even though I have seen, that's what I'm saying. It's too many players for me. I can't just in my right mind, I can't just say, and I've seen a lot of both. I can't put Aaron Donald over Ray Lewis as far as best defensive player I've ever seen. Ray Lewis fucked games up. He's a killer. Like, Ray Lewis is a killer. Like, on and off the field, Ray Lewis is a murderer. I don't know if I could put Aaron. Do I put him over Ed Reed? And we're going to have Ed Reed on this show, too, by the way. We're going to have him. I already talked to him and shit like that. He said no. But then he came back and said no again. And so I'm going to ask him one more time. He's going to be on here. But that's how you got to put a nigga on the spot like that. No, Ed Reed's a legend. I don't know if in my right mind I could put Aaron Donald over Ed Reed. One thing about Aaron Donald is the span was so short. Like, it was only a little bit of time that the Rams were even relevant. They didn't even get relevant until he went to L.A. Like, they weren't just in the playoffs perennially. Like, they was in. Well, no, I take that back. They did go to a Super Bowl with Jared Goff. I don't know if they in Los Angeles at that point. All right, Jared Goff was the number 1 overall pick, though, I think. So before that, because Aaron Donald did it for 10 years. 10 years. He got in and got out. He 3-time Defensive Player of the Year, which is an amazing feat. Super Bowl champion. Was he 8, 9 times? I think he's 9-time All-Pro. His resume speaks for itself. I'm just talking about who I've seen. So I gotta go. For me personally, I've never seen anybody on the defensive end better than Ray Lewis. I'm gonna go Ray as my number 1. I would have to go. Strahan. Because y'all forget Michael Strahan, man. Michael Strahan made it to where the Giants didn't even have to blitz because they know that front 4 was going to get home. When they had just, who was it? I think it just, they had JPP. They had Michael Strahan. I can't remember who the other two were on the other side. I can't put Aaron Donald over him just in my right mind. Do I put Aaron Donald over Palomalu? Is Aaron Donald better than, just as far as who you're picking? Are you picking Aaron Donald or, ooh, that's tough. That's tough for me. That's so tough. He's top 5. He's top 5 in my lifetime. I will give him that. No deny. He doesn't fall farther than 5. But if he's top 5 in my lifetime, then you got to consider all the people that the old heads, you know what I'm saying? They want Lawrence Taylor in there. They want Deion Sanders in there. They want a lot of people in there. You know what I'm saying? And I respect old school because, you know what I'm saying? They the format for the shit. I just can't speak on players that I haven't seen play. That's my thing about it. But shout out to Aaron Donald. Great career. I would love to hear where y'all have him ranked all time in your top defensive players all time. I know who is going to be a top defensive player in the NBA. He may go down as one of the best ever. That boy Victor Wembanyama, man, this nigga here, he'll block a shot sitting down. This nigga is good. I seen a poll the other day. They had if you could pick all over, and you had the first overall pick, and the options were LeBron, Jordan, or Wemby, who would you pick? Not knowing what you know now, who would you pick? LeBron, Wemby, and Jordan. You gonna go with Jordan? You gonna go with Jordan? You going with the littlest nigga out there? You going Jordan, the last pick for me. Out of those 3, if we just talking,
Ron, but it ain't Wemby.
Well, how is not Wemby? Cause you haven't seen it yet. You haven't seen it yet. But we're just talking about if you haven't seen any of their career.
Okay. I got you.
Niggas gonna pick the 7-7 nigga. Niggas gonna pick the 7-7 nigga every time.
I got you. I misunderstood you.
Yeah. Not knowing what we know now.
Right. Okay. Yeah, I'm cheating.
You cheated. But even still though. All right, so knowing what you know now, if you had a chance to draft between Jordan and LeBron, you still taking Jordan?
I would take LeBron.
I bet you would. I bet you would. Yeah. Cause first of all, LeBron gonna give you 21 years. Knowing what I know now, if I could draft between Jordan and LeBron, I'd find a way. I'd find a way to make LeBron spend all 21 years with one franchise. Knowing what I know now, because I feel like a lot of teams. I don't think Miami or I don't think Cleveland, when they traded him the second time, I don't think they. Oh no, he left in free agency, but I don't think they thought he had that many good years left. I don't think Cleveland thought he was gonna still be playing 4 or 5 years later. I think if they knew that, they would have tried everything in their power to hold on to him. But hindsight is 2020. If we just laid it out on the table, and you have options, and you can pick from anybody in the league, anybody who ever played NBA basketball. Who would you pick first overall if you're just doing a clean slate? I would go. My first overall pick would be Victor. It'd be Victor. If I didn't know what I know now about players, and we're just talking straight potential, I'm gonna pick the 7'5" nigga who could dribble. My second overall pick. You want to get a mic? Get a mic. My second overall pick, if I could choose between any player of NBA history now, if NBA history, I could choose any player. Second overall pick in a fantasy draft. So Wemby's first. Let me write down these names because this is about to get good. The first one would be Wemby. Second, be Shaq. If I could pick any player, not knowing what I know, we just got to go by what I've seen in their college career or previous to that, I'm going to go Shaq. I got to go Shaq. Because you got to remember, ask your bitch, size is everything. You got nigga, you got to go with the nigga that's 7'1", 300 pounds coming out of college, right? Now, my third pick, this is where it gets tricky. Knowing what I know now, not knowing what I know now, I'd pick Kareem as my third. I'd have to. He's 7'3". He's coming off 4 NCAA championships. He's won a championship every year since the 9th grade. I'd have to. Fourth would probably be Wilt. It's going to be tall niggas getting picked. Jordan is so far down the list. Not knowing what you know now, Jordan went number 1 when he came out. Not knowing what I know now, Jordan went number 1 when he came out. They didn't think he had it then. He wasn't even the best that year. Jordan is down the list. Kareem, Wilt, Bill may get picked. Now, I don't know if I pick. That's where it gets debatable. Do I pick Bill or do I pick LeBron? That's where it gets debatable. Because not knowing what I know now, potential-wise, LeBron in high school, seeing him on ESPN at 6'8", 240, 18 years old, he probably is my top 5. He probably rounds out my top 5. Wemby, Shaq, Kareem, Wilt, Bill. Kareem, Wilt, LeBron. Sixth. Go ahead. What you about to say?
No, go ahead. I'm done.
Your mic on? Nope. You just be over there whispering. We good. All right. Just know it. I'm going to give a 10. I'm going to give 10. Kareem, Wilt, LeBron. 6 through 10 is where it gets tricky. Not knowing what I know now. So that's what I'm saying. Niggas didn't know what Jordan was going. Jordan may not be top 10 if we're going potential. If we just going pure potential, just off what we know from this nigga in college or previous to that. Dwight, how? Dwight, bro. Dwight, I'm telling you.
He was what you don't know now, though.
What I don't know now. If I'm going by what I don't know now, I gotta have Dwight Howard in there. As far as sheer dominance in high school and being the biggest nigga out here and jumping 48 inches, I gotta go Dwight. He was a freak of nature. Yeah. He was a freak of nature. Not knowing what I know now. Allen Iverson. Allen Iverson has to be in my top 10. Not knowing what I know now. Him in college being a two-way sport could have been a quarterback. You know what I'm saying? Not knowing what I know now. Only thing that probably would have slowed Iverson down, because you got to remember, Iverson is a number 1 pick out of jail. Like, he's a number 1 pick out of jail. So, like, what are we talking about here? Like, not knowing what I know now. Huh?
High school, I grew up in that area. So,
okay. You grew up, what is that? That's Virginia area, right? Yeah.
Hampton, Newport News, Virginia Beach.
The slums.
Right.
Yeah, up there where Vic from and shit, ain't
right.
it? Yeah,
exactly.
the thugging it, yeah.
Yep.
I think the hype around Iverson when he came out in 96 was insane. I kind of got to. Number 1, yeah, he's, and this is an extensive list. This is a crazy list. We just talking pure potential, not knowing what I know now. I don't know if Jordan makes my top 10. Not knowing what I know now, KG has to be somewhere in there. Not knowing it's tough. It gets tough. Not knowing what you know now, KG does have to be somewhere in there. Oh, nope, never mind. Before Iverson. Not knowing what I know now, Magic.
I was going to say.
Magic. That's
Gotta
before
have
Iverson. Magic may be before Dwight.
Yeah.
Okay. Is he before LeBron?
Yeah, because Magic was doing it in college.
LeBron didn't go, though.
Right. That's the test.
He didn't have to, though. It was niggas not going to college back then.
Bad. You're right.
Yeah, he didn't have to.
LeBron you heard about LeBron in like sophomore year.
You heard about LeBron, he was 15.
AAU.
Yeah,
right.
You heard about he was like 13, somewhere in there. Like, he was a very young nigga when you heard about. The first time niggas heard about LeBron, his games was big. I remember he played Melo on TV. Melo was a junior, and LeBron was a sophomore.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I dare say them niggas was going to college just so they could wait on LeBron. Like, Melo, I feel like Melo could have went out of high school. I think he wanted to be in that draft with D Wade and Chris Bosh and them. The LeBron draft. Cause them niggas been to each other. Yeah, Magic's on there. That was disrespect to him. And then Dwight, then AI. Jordan might not be in the top 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's 2 more. Strictly off potential. I mean, strictly off what the world thought before they got drafted. Ooh, damn. I know one too, and niggas gonna hate me for this, but I remember how they was talking about this nigga before he came over here. They was saying he was the next. It was a lot of niggas that was supposed to be the next LeBron, but the hype they had around Ben Simmons. Ooh. The hype they had around Ben Simmons.
Ouch.
Hey, bro, the hype. Do you remember the hype?
I do remember the hype.
It was serious, bro. It was serious. The hype around Ben Simmons.
Damn.
It was another nigga they had. I don't know if these niggas deserve to be in the top 10, but the hype around Ben Simmons and Andrew Wiggins.
Ooh, I remember Andrew Wiggins.
The Andrew Wiggins hype was sick.
Where is he?
He's a champion. Okay, I got one. Not knowing what I know now. Coming out of high school. Derrick Rose.
He came in. He was a beast.
He came in ready.
He came in.
Oh, I got another one. It's Jordan way down the list for me. Cause Derrick Rose coming out of college, not knowing what I know now, Derrick Rose potential-wise gets picked over Jordan.
Yeah, he does.
Anthony Davis gets picked over Jordan. Coming out of college, National Player of the Year, playing point guard and center, won a championship in his freshman year. Like potential, 7 feet, grew 9 inches his senior year in high school. Yeah. Potential-wise, he gets picked over Jordan. I just wanted to expose that list I saw. Like, it's really not, it's not between LeBron and Jordan and goddamn. Niggas see that list and they look with hindsight. They know Jordan got 6 rings and all that shit. But if Jordan comes into the league in a time where nigga guards aren't even valued like that, like he was an anomaly. Like niggas wasn't focused on guards. Niggas needed a big. Who else was in this draft? Charles Barkley, Patrick Ewing. Like niggas wanted bigs. Karl Malone. Like niggas, that's what niggas was going. That's what the league was at the time. So I mean, it's tough. It's tough. Potential-wise, nigga, it's a lot. Blake Griffin damn near. The hype around Blake Griffin was insane.
I did.
A lot of niggas did. Yeah. A lot of niggas did. KG.
Yeah.
KG. We talk about niggas straight out of high school.
Yeah.
It's tough.
I forgot about them.
This real shit. Like Kobe, I don't even know where he falls on this list. Like out
of high school, you're right.
Out of high school,
I'm sorry.
I don't know where he falls on this list because he wasn't even top 10 in that draft.
And bro, when his first year, he was like,
well, the coach didn't play young people, so he was only getting like 8 minutes a game.
But I remember, I'll never forget when he took that last shot, that winning shot against
Utah.
Yep, you remember that?
It was 4 straight. He airballed him. He was airballing him.
I was like, ooh.
Off that alone.
I was like, ooh.
Shaq said some shit like, that's why I knew the nigga was gonna be good, because he took 3 more after the first airball. Like he didn't even give a fuck. He was like, man, this nigga got the balls. Like he gonna be great. So, you know that's my nigga. Out of high school, out of high school, college, I got another one. This nigga was supposed to be a great. Fucking Greg Oden. Greg Oden was supposed to be it.
I got one for you.
Give me one.
Sam Bowie. You remember Sam Bowie coming out of college?
Dude, I remember. I'm 32. How the fuck am I gonna remember Sam Bowie?
Yeah, Sam Bowie was the
Didn't he die? Oh, that's Lynn Bias.
Lynn Bias died.
Okay.
No, Sam Bowie came in and just got hurt. He went straight to the West Coast, Portland. Never played a full game.
The same thing like Greg Oden.
Exactly. Just stayed hurt. He was supposed to be the next coming.
Yeah, he was it.
He was a big center. Had all the talent. Couldn't stay healthy.
Couldn't stay healthy. Damn. Hate it. I'm trying to see. It was who the fuck was I? It was somebody I was just thinking, is they gonna be on my list of what ifs? Oh, is Lonzo Ball gonna be a what if? Yeah. Is he gonna start being in that category with Grant Hill? And has he even done enough to be in that category though?
I don't think so. He got to come back.
Because it's a level of what if. So they got a what if level like, so it's Penny and Grant Hill and T-Mac and Derrick Rose. And then under them is Greg Oden and Sam Bowie. And is Lonzo is with the Greg Odens?
He's with the Greg Odens.
Ah, that's tough.
Yeah, he's with the Greg Odens.
Is Ben Simmons a what if, or have we seen enough?
Ben Simmons, man.
We've seen enough?
We've seen enough, man. It's time to go home. I have no faith in Ben Simmons.
You have no faith?
None.
Ben Simmons out for the year again. I ain't mad at no nigga catching them checks, though. He catching checks. He catching checks. Whew, I like that. I got to ask my followers that. Who your what ifs? Yeah, coming out of college. That's a good one.
That's a good one.
It's a good one. It's a lot. Yeah, Jordan ain't top 10 on that. Jordan nor Kobe.
Damn, and that's crazy.
It's crazy. Coming out of high school, though, niggas wasn't seeing that for them. Niggas wasn't, Not even Luka.
I didn't even know who Luka was, bro.
Oh, I knew Luka. Everybody knew Luka.
I was like, too slow.
You got to remember, I knew Luka. He got drafted here.
I know, but I was like, too slow. And he's manhandling the league.
Luka's a guy. I knew Luka because he had won a championship before he came. He had won a championship at 17.
That World Championship?
The World Cup. Yeah, he had won that. So he was already on ESPN and shit. They was dropping the clips. But shit, at the same time, it was somebody else. It was a couple foreign players that had just came out like right before him.
The boy from Chicago, this foreigner from Chicago, what's his name? That played with
not Vucevic.
No, played on Chicago with Jordan and Scott.
Oh, cool coach.
Cool coach.
Cool coach, cool coach, cool coach, cool coach. That was saying it was a run of those, but it was even after him, it was a run of those, and they was just like these foreigners about to start coming over and taking over the league, but they wasn't controlling teams.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
All right, I got another one. Not knowing what we know now, coming out of college, Chet Holmgren. Chet Holmgren was at Gonzaga. Like, nigga, the only reason Chet ain't as big as he's supposed to be is because of Wemby. Wemby was I got another one. Wemby was the very next year. This other one we're going to have to redo the list after this next thing. Where the fuck Zion go on this list? He top 5.
Yeah.
He top 5. Where the fuck does Zion go on this list?
That's my boy, man. Go ahead.
Zion may go above LeBron on this list.
Yeah, he might go above.
He got to go above LeBron and Magic on this list.
Yeah.
Woo! I don't know how I forgot you, big fella. That's what I'm saying. You got to block out he got to go above Dwight damn near.
You do.
Yeah, he up there. Yeah, he's up there with LeBron.
I agree with you.
Yeah, that's why I say you got to blot out what they've done in their career. Zion may be top 5.
Yeah.
I got to take somebody out. Wemby, Shaq, Kareem, Wilt, Zion over LeBron. I got to take LeBron out. If we just going by potential. Just pure potential. You know what I'm saying? Not what they did in the league. Just pure what people thought before they got drafted. Is this nigga a generational or once-in-a-lifetime talent? Like, yeah, Zion has to be up there for me. And it may be different because of social media and shit like that. That is one thing that is making it different. Like, it is easier for a lot more people to know you. So maybe LeBron stays in top 5 because of that factor, because he didn't have social media and he was still known by everybody. He was crowned the chosen one at a young age. Like, that's insane. But that Zion hype was crazy. The Zion hype, like, that was a crazy time. That was a crazy time, man. But, man, that's a good one. Y'all tell me what y'all think in the comments and shit like that. Go ahead and make sure I touched on everything I want to touch on. I had to get on my Lakers. It's about to be a crazy. I don't know what they about. They've been talking about how Anthony Davis is like 0-10 this year. Or 0-10. Yeah, 0-10 this year versus the good big men. Like, first of all, did you know Anthony Davis has never won a game versus Sabonis in his career?
I saw that, man.
Like, I thought it was fake. I thought it was fake. Like, why the fuck you can't do this, nigga? Pause. But goddamn, Anthony Davis. He ain't beating none of them. He loses to Embiid. It's a crazy stat. It's a crazy stat, man. I'm ready for that. I'm ready for them playoffs, though. I ain't gonna lie. Because I'm ready to see, because it's gonna come down to them Lakers gonna have to play one of them good, like, is it how you look at it? Like, either you saying the Lakers gonna have to play Minnesota or Minnesota gonna have to play the Lakers. Like, however you want to look at it. But that's what's gonna boil. It's gonna be Shea versus either the Warriors or, now if Shea get the Warriors, he gonna, I like OKC over the Warriors, personally. But I don't like OKC over LeBron. And it's crazy that I'm even saying that, and this nigga's 40 years old. But it's certain teams, I just don't give a fuck how good y'all regular season was. I don't like y'all versus LeBron. I don't like Minnesota versus LeBron. I don't like OKC versus LeBron.
I think Minnesota could do that.
You think Minnesota could beat LeBron?
Yeah, man. After I seen my boy,
he really don't give a fuck. Anthony Edwards.
He don't give
a fuck about nothing.
Bruh, when he went up and took that ball and hit his head.
I told you.
Bruh, you've been talking about him.
He's a freak, bro.
He showed that shit.
He's Jordan's son.
Bruh.
You remember they say Jordan got a son out there he'll claim. It's Anthony. It's Anthony. And that nigga was he conceived around, how old is Anthony Edwards? He got to be like 20.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Let me just start a conspiracy. This is how this conspiracy. Jordan was down here in Atlanta doing Freaknik and had an illegitimate love child. It's Anthony Edwards. It's Anthony Edwards. It's Anthony Edwards. Somebody pull up Anthony Edwards' dad. I need to see his real dad. I need to know his real dad. Pull him up. Get him on the screen. Because I'm going to go out on a limb and say they don't look nothing alike. Watch it pop up and be like, unknown. If it say unknown, I'm hey, bro, I need blood work. I need blood work. Anthony, no disrespect to your father. If you know who he is, good man. But if you don't know, it's Jordan. Like, if you know and your mom's secure and everything like that, then it is who y'all say it is. But if there's any confusion, any doubt, I know who your daddy is then. Yeah. That's not what he look like. What did it say? Put the picture on the screen.
They got basically what's coming up is Jordan.
I told you. Told you. Anthony Edwards, boy, I know who your daddy is, boy. I know who your daddy is. Your daddy MJ.
They got a side by side like Jordan.
So they don't have his dad.
Wait a minute, I'm still looking.
You need to get on the mic. They can't hear you.
I'm still looking. Right now, everything's coming up. Let me just show you what I did a Google search, and I'm gonna just show you what I got.
I was saying Wikipedia usually got niggas' parents up there and shit though.
Man, everybody talking about Jordan. All these articles are talking.
I'm telling you, it was Jimmy Butler for a second.
Right,
But Jordan don't got hair, and Jimmy Butler do too much with his hair, so that cut down on that confusion. Anthony Edwards, boy, I know who your daddy is.
bro. They do not have.
They don't got no information on this nigga daddy, bro. I'm telling you.
I'm just gonna show you this. I gotta bring this up.
Bring it up.
When I did a Google search,
Yeah.
that is what came up
Let me see.
at the bottom. Okay, now I'm gonna blow it up. But all of them, they don't have no pictures of his dad.
Get on the mic. Get on the mic.
They don't have any pictures of his dad. They just have pictures of him being compared to Michael Jordan. Full screen, right here.
Give me full screen.
This is the Google search.
Man, look at the nose.
Right.
Look at the nose. Look at the ears. He started putting features together.
Bruh.
That nigga is, all right, take it down. God, hey, bro.
And no picture of his dad.
Dang it.
Anywhere in all of these pictures.
Hey, that's y'all work. That's y'all homework for the week. Find out who Anthony Edwards' real dad is. This nigga is. Hey, all right. Jordan, where was you? Look at that. Jordan, where was you doing Freaknik? You got some splaining to do. That's why Jordan don't give a fuck about his other sons. Take it off the screen. Take that down. Put me back up there.
Okay.
They need to see me.
Got it.
That's what Anthony Edwards is the reason Jordan don't care about his other sons, because he knew he had a good one coming. Like Jordan literally is giving his oldest son to the Pippins. You can have him. Because this new one I got, watch Jordan pop up. If Minnesota win a ring, watch Jordan pop up. Like that episode of Fresh Prince where Will tried to come back and play like he was bruh daddy. Yeah, I know what's going down, man. Jordan got kids out here, bro. Jordan got kids. I'm telling you, I got a mean theory.
There is no pictures of his father.
I got a mean theory, bro. I got a mean theory. That's y'all homework, man. But I'm about to wrap it up. It's we recording on a beautiful day, man. Hoes outside, hoes out, toes out. It's about to get lit, man. But I do appreciate y'all tuning in. Either this week or next week, we're gonna have Mr. Rush Life on here. We're gonna talk to him, work it out. But he has agreed to come on here. Ed, you know what's happening. Shout out to all my spot. My homeboy actually made this T-shirt. Shout out to him, little Nate Stroman. Yeah. Did a little collage and shit, you know what I'm saying? So shout out to him, shot with him. What's the name of that shit? Toxic University. Shout out to Toxic University, making good clothing and shit like that. Shout out to my weed, man, every time, man. Good dozer. Ask me about him and I'll connect you to him. I'll get you over there to his people and y'all can work something out. Other than that, man, we're trying to get on schedule. I'm sorry for the sporadicness of the schedule. We're trying to get a good day to shoot on. I think I want to drop Mondays so everybody can have the whole week to view the podcast and shit like that. Make sure y'all keep subscribe to that YouTube for me, man. I need y'all to subscribe to that YouTube. It's under my name, Spencer Neal. You can search that. You can search the Next2Ball podcast. It has its own Instagram page. It's on all Apple Podcasts. It's on Spotify. It's on Odyssey app. Shout out to the Odyssey app. Is just search it, man. Just search it. Have a lot of fun here, man. We coming down to the playoffs and it's NBA, so it's gonna be real exciting. We're gonna be dropping content like back to back to back once that playoffs get started, and we'll probably call it a season's wrap after the finals. But y'all, that means y'all got me till June, and then we right back in August for preseason. So we take a little break and then we right back. But just you got me for months, baby. We here. We're gonna talk Braves. Braves getting into it. And we just signed Adam Duvall. So yeah, we making moves. We're gonna get into it. We're gonna get into all that, man. We gotta talk. Georgia's about to start rolling back around. Carson Beck want to start his Heisman campaign over. So let's get into it, man. And most importantly, what's next? Our biggest thing coming up is the draft and NBA playoffs. So I'm ready. I'm excited for the draft. I'm excited for the NBA playoffs. Tell me who your team should draft, and who you got winning these playoffs, man. Because it's about to be so crazy. That West, I want to, man. Them Clippers ain't got no heart, man. They be losing some tough E's. Like they got all the talent in the world, but they ain't got no dog. Man, you need that dog in you. You need that dog. And Kawhi's the only dog, but he's a hurt dog. He's a hurt dog, and a hit dog and holler. Like, it's tough. I want to see what Phoenix does. You know what I'm saying? Phoenix has a lot to lose. Like, they have, I'm not saying they have a lot to lose, like a lot on the line. They have a lot of pieces to fuck around. And to have all that and lose would be an embarrassment. But it's competition over there. And quietly as kept, the Pelicans have been playing solid ball on the low for all season. Zion is playing great basketball. Brandon Ingram is playing great basketball. C.J. McCullough's back. Like, they got a lot. Herb Jones, Trey Murphy. Like, they are loaded over there. Valanciunas. Got Grand Theft Alvarado. Like, come on. Like, they're loaded over there. I like their situation. Who else do I like? Denver. You always going to have to worry about Denver. Jokic made three-peat. I mean, not three-peat, but he may get his third MVP. Him or Giannis. I don't know. Shea may get his first one, though. Shea may get his first one. I don't know who his daddy is, neither. Jordan may got twins. He may got fraternal twins. I don't know who Shea daddy is, neither. He played like Jordan, too, a little bit. He played like unathletic Jordan.
You started some shit.
It needs to be said. The league is in good hands, though. I'm happy. I'm happy for the league. This young talent, they gonna explode in the playoffs this year. The playoffs gonna be exciting. Just for them to get their first whiff of it, you know what I'm saying, to get in there the first time, it's gonna be exciting for a lot of these teams. Even if OKC, having that number one record, man, it ain't always what it's cracked up to be, especially with this bubble. I mean, yeah, not the bubble, especially with this play-in tournament. It's gonna get rough for some teams, man.
Yeah.
So we're gonna find out who some teams are real fucking quick. I hope Steph is healthy. I hope Steph gets back healthy just to, you know what I'm saying, put the league on notice one more time because their run is coming to an end. I want to see it. Who else over there? That was Sacramento. Can't play with Sacramento.
Can't play with them.
Can't play with Sacramento. That's 7-8 teams right there. You go Clippers, Denver, Minnesota, OKC. Hold up.
You missed one.
Clippers, Denver, Minnesota, OKC, Phoenix, Warriors, Lakers, Pelicans, Kings.
That's insane.
And I'm still missing one. That's 9. I'm missing somebody. I can't think. Hold up. Clippers, Warriors. I can just look it up. Let me see. Denver, OKC, Minnesota, Clippers, New Orleans, Sacramento, Phoenix, Dallas.
Yeah, I forgot about Dallas.
Luka.
Right, Luka.
Got it. Hey, Luka. Luka's 8 seed right now. Oof, that's
8? Dallas is 8?
Dallas 8. Phoenix 7. Damn. Sacramento 6. New Orleans 5. Clippers 4, Minnesota 3, OKC 2. God damn, Denver done snuck around and got back in first.
Really?
Hell yeah. That consistent basketball, man.
Damn.
So imagine you win the play-in tournament in the first round, you got to see Denver.
I didn't think Phoenix was going to be up there either.
Phoenix number 7.
Number 7, but still, they was.
I mean, they making hit. They making headway.
So where's the Clippers?
4.
Damn, remember when they came? They fought back because remember
They fought back. They was like 6, 7.
Yeah.
I mean, but they was new. They was a new team. Like, you know what I'm saying? They had to gel and get it together first.
And they damn sure there.
They got it together. Now,
Kawhi's out, right?
He came back.
He's back.
Yeah, he came back. He left that game. The theory is they was up, because they was up 20 when he left the game.
Okay.
And then he just left. You know, he don't really give a fuck. And he got home and heard the news they lost by 20. So he got home. If y'all know, they lost to Minnesota.
Right.
Kawhi left the game at halftime while they was up 20. He got home and heard they lost the game. So he came back next game though, had 28, 29, something like that. And he's playing tonight. So yeah, Clippers New Orleans in round 1. I like Clippers. That's easy.
I do too.
3-6. Minnesota, Sacramento, round 1. Woo, that's good basketball. And Sacramento got experience under their belt.
Yeah.
We done lost before. We know how we went to Game 7 with Steph. We got and that's a good team. Sabonis. Fox, Keegan Murray. Who else they got over there? Malik Monk. Malik Monk trying to win 6th Man of the year.
Yes, sir.
He trying to win 6th Man of the year this year.
Yes, sir.
Like, that's tough. That's a gauntlet over
When
there.
playoffs start?
Playoffs don't start till next month.
Next month. Right?
April or May, gotta be.
April.
It's only like 19 games left. So end of April.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. That's what I'm telling y'all, man. It's about to get exciting. I'm really ready. I'm really ready for this, man. So tell me what y'all.
We're going to the play-in. We're going to the play-in for the Hawks. I
hope not. We're going to end up going, though. 2-7 is OKC versus Phoenix. That's tough.
That's going to be a dog.
That 1-8 right now is Dallas versus Denver. Yeah, the Hawks still firmly at number 10. Chicago can beat, the Hawks can beat Chicago.
The Hawks can beat Chicago.
No Philly. No Embiid. The Hawks can beat Philly.
The Hawks can beat Philly.
The way DeJounte playing. As long as one of them don't play, the Hawks are good. As long as if Trey play without DeJounte, the Hawks are good. If DeJounte play without Trey, the Hawks are good.
Damn.
They just can't play together. Miami, Milwaukee. I'm an ass whooping. Cleveland, Indiana, that's probably going to be the best series over there.
But you never know about Milwaukee and Miami, though, bro.
I do know. Only time Milwaukee lost is when Giannis got hurt. When he fell on his ass last year.
That brutal, everybody was getting hurt. Right?
Yeah, everybody just out of nowhere. He got hurt game 1. The year before that, though, they swept him. First round.
That what? Okay.
They swept him, yeah.
Okay. Series of unfortunate events.
You feel me?
Yeah.
So it's gonna be exciting, man. But
what do you think Boston gonna be able to maintain, or they gonna peter out?
Boston don't have no. When it's time to close the game out, Boston will be on the bullshit.
They got problems.
Yeah, man. I don't know if it's coaching. I do know it's coaching. Actually, yeah. I said they don't got no structure. They just be out there lounging and shit. Like they play great in regular season. Like they don't give a fuck. That's why when they come down in them close games, they don't look like no set play. It just look like somebody just threw some shit up. But it always be that. And I be scared for Boston, bro. I don't think I got Milwaukee coming out the East.
You got Milwaukee.
I got Milwaukee coming out the East. Dame Dollar on a mission.
Yeah.
Dame Dollar on a serious mission. They're gonna be tough.
They're gonna be tough.
I mean, I got that being the Eastern Conference Finals though, and I'm not mad at that. Boston versus Milwaukee. That's what everybody's expecting. Okay. If it's anything less than that, then both teams are a failure.
Right. Whichever
one don't make it to at least the Eastern Conference Finals is a failure. Now, once you make it there, niggas gotta somebody's gonna have to lose, but the loser gotta understand you're playing a great team. Like if Dame lose, it's gonna be tougher on Dame because he's older. Mm-hmm. Like Jason Tatum, like the narrative already kind of been set, but he's already been to a finals too though. Like that does give you time.
Right. Like
going to a finals at a young age, and they got a young core, like that gives you time. Him and Jaylen Brown are a tandem. Like they're serious business. They're serious business. Dame Lillard is in his 12th, 13th year. I ain't saying the window's closing, but you can see that bitch. So That's why I'm kind of pulling for him, even though I'm a huge Tatum fan. I am pulling for it. I would like to see Dame get there. Because, nigga, he's had some tough roads. You know, niggas like to talk about his playoff success, but, nigga, 2 or 3 of them times he was going up against the Warriors. And, like, nigga, it's hard. A lot of niggas ain't made it by itself. A lot of niggas ain't made it out their trenches. Like, nigga, James Harden gets slighted for his playoff success. He was going against the Warriors. It's just that, like, can't beat him. You feel me? Kevin Durant was almost in that boat. He just went and joined them niggas. For real.
That's true. Yeah.
He was almost a nigga that couldn't get past the Warriors. He said, I know how to get past them. I get right with them. So, man, it's going to be great, man. It's going to be great. But, yeah, man, wrapping this up, man. Make sure y'all follow all us, like I said, Next2Ball podcast, man. Until next week. DJ, spin that shit.
East side, south side, north side, stand up. This for the city.
Ex-King guy.
This for Atlanta, it's only one T in that shit, nigga tap it, we put you on grammar. Watch I hit it like Ronald Okoye with all of my chain when you put me on camera. Raising the standard, we going for banners, you know, we still next to blow like a camera.